Shalom, shalom. Today is a particularly tragic day for us in Israel. Yet again, another terrorist attack that happened to take place where I live, close by. I live in Ma'ale Adumim, and on the way from Ma'ale Adumim, the highway towards Jerusalem, there's a checkpoint where usually the cars jam up, a little bumper to bumper for a while back. From there's a machzon to a checkpoint, and 3 terrorists opened fire on a shooting spree, killing one young man and critically injuring a few other people. 12 people, I think, were taken to the hospital. Horrible ongoing terrorist activity here that is quite depressing. Sometimes there seems to be no end to this darkness, and whenever I'm feeling this way, a little bit despondent, of course I look into my Chumash, my Torah, Parshat Tetzaveh, and this week you really don't have to look too far. I didn't, to find something to comfort me, to give me chizuk, to give me strength, and that is that it says in the beginning, God told Moshe to tell the people to bring shemet zayit zach, which is pure pressed olive oil, to give it to Aaron and his sons, are to light this near tamid. It says lahalot, to kindle, it says, but it's lahalot is to lift. Of course, when you light a candle, fires tend to go upward. But for me, everything, symbolism in all the things we do and everything it says in Torah really is always very powerful to me. And this is what I feel specifically with this, because this oil, this purely pressed olive oil that's given to the Kohanim, that they're supposed to light every Erev, every evening, to last into the day, and then it's constantly, every single day has to be refueled with this pure olive oil, no matter what, that it should always be lit. And for me, when I look at this and I hear about the olive oil and the way that they make this pure olive oil, is it has to be pressed on the gentle side, because there's not allowed to be any sediment, any impurities in it. It has to be pure oil that goes into this lighting that's supposed to be forever lit. It represents, I think, our people that we're pressed. We're constantly being pressed, and the lack of impurities to me represents is that when we feel pressed, oppressed, that something comes out of that if you take it from the purity, from the purity, and not with other emotions, not with different, sometimes people have different cheshbonot, different alternative reasons for things that can really murky stuff up and make people make wrong decisions and do things in the wrong way. But if you take the difficulties that we go through, and you take it from a place, a pure place of emotion, it could be, pain and difficulty, but if it comes from a pure place, without ulterior motives, without other impurities, and you add to the light, you do something positive to continually keep that flame alive every day. And keeping the flame alive, it could represent the neshama of keeping your soul going in a way that's uplifting up towards God, connecting again with the divinity, with the pure goodness. And if you take that and you add every day something pure and something good to keep that flame alive, then this will inevitably lead to a better world. It's important to do that, not to get caught up in the darkness, because when difficult times, especially what we're going through now, so much darkness in the world, so much horrible things that we've had to experience. It's so easy to get caught up in that darkness and to be depressed and to just want to wallow in the darkness and let it consume you, because it's easier that way. It's much more difficult to take that pure painful emotion and add to the light. But this is what God says to do, and we have to do this. In the night or in the day, because even our days can be filled with darkness, and so God implores us to take from that pureness, and every day to constantly refuel, to do good, not to fall into the darkness, and to constantly add to the light. It's a difficult thing to do, especially in these times, but it's the only way to live a life of meaning and to have things turn around for the better. And the more people that do it, the better off we'll be. So we can't afford it. We can't afford to despair. We need that light. We need people to continue funneling into the light. And again, I've said this, everybody said this, if you live here or if you've been here and you see the Israeli spirit and how they do what they do in the darkness and the light, just they keep going and doing amazing things, and they keep lighting that flame that no doubt is getting higher and higher, reaching the heavens, and hopefully should shine good light on us, and that good things should come of it, and we should know no more suffering. And with that, God bless you. Shabbat Shalom.